Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, BRS logs 400th life saved, WAI 30th annual conference set for Long Beach, California, and NASA has first all-female spacewalk on the books. Hello and welcome to your Wednesday's edition of Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Sophie Herlock. Jumping right in with our top story of the day, BRS logs its 400th life saved. BRS Aerospace has documented its 400th and 401st life saved as a result of deploying the company's aircraft parachute rescue system. This milestone was reached on March 5th when a pilot deployed the parachute over water more than 20 miles from the Grand Turk Island. Both the passenger and the pilot were not injured and were picked up by a cruise ship. The parachute system is deployed in life-threatening situations by a rocket to slow the aircraft and then lower it to the ground in a measured descent. The parachute is enclosed in a canister and mounted inside the fuselage and can be activated manually or automatically. More than 300 systems have been installed during the past 35 years on several categories of aircraft. Stick around. After the break, 2 pilots set a New York to Paris record with a TBM 930.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
Build and flying with the most exciting line of kit aircraft on the market, the Sonex Aircraft B models. The B models offer more room and comfort, more fuel, more panel space, more engine choices, and the same great Sonex aircraft flight characteristics. Learn more at sonexaircraft.com.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have any story suggestions for this or any of our other programming, website, or podcast, send an email to news-spy@aero-news.net. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we bring you Around the Patch. Pilots Derek Reuter and Phil Bozek have officially set a new world speed record between New York and Paris in a TBM 930. The two made the trip in 8 hours and 36 minutes. This record has been submitted to the FAI for confirmation. This flight breaks the previous record set in a TBM 700 from back in 1994. ParaZero Technologies claims to enable safe and legal UAS flights over people. Using ParaZero's Safe Air system, the first ever FAA waiver for flight over people was secured with the DJI Phantom 4. The company is releasing the ASTM-compliant Safe Air Phantom system to the market to provide this ability to the rest of the commercial UAS industry. A ban on jets that has been in place at the Lantana Airport in Palm Beach County, Florida since 1973 has been struck down for a second time by the FAA. The agency determined the ban could not be sustained and said the FAA may request that the respondent eliminate or alter restrictions at Lantana Airport after further analysis is conducted by the FAA. A bill before the Florida legislature could create a special vehicle license plate honoring the U.S. Navy's Blue Angels. The plate would carry the message "Home of the Blue Angels" along the bottom of the tag. Fees generated by the sale of the tag would go towards the Naval Aviation Museum Foundation. That's it for today's trip Around the Patch. We'll be right back after these messages.
Concorde's recombinant gas RG series sealed battery technology produces a high-performance battery with the advantages of being pre-tested and fully charged at the factory. Find out more about Concorde's entire line of batteries at www.concordebattery.com. Concorde, the heart of your aircraft.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
The 30th Annual Women in Aviation International Conference starts this Thursday in Long Beach, California. Thousands of women from all over the world who work in all aspects of aviation are expected to attend. In addition to this, Girls in Aviation Day Long Beach takes place this Saturday at the Long Beach Convention Center. Approximately 250 girls ages 8 to 17 will attend. The girls will get a chance to meet Lieutenant General Stacey Harris, who was the Inspector General of the Air Force before she retired on March 1st, as well as Jessica Cox, the first armless pilot in aviation history, during a luncheon. Anne McClain and Christina Koch are scheduled for a 7-hour spacewalk aboard the ISS at the end of the month. This will mark the first time such an operation has been done with an all-female crew. In addition, Mary Lawrence will be the lead flight director and Jackie Hague will be the flight controller. NASA spokeswoman Stephanie Schierholz was quoted as saying, "As currently scheduled, the March 29th spacewalk will be the first with only women. It is the second in a series of 3 planned spacewalks." Well, that's it for today, folks. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Twitter and on Facebook. Get real-time 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. I'll see you back here tomorrow for the AMA Drone Report.